Hey everyone, it's Danielle with the Victorious Carnivore and welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you stopped by today. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 family-friendly keto low-carb dinners. I'm also going to throw in a bonus Saturday breakfast. It is Monday, day number 1, so we are going to start off with a bang. We are going to do one of my family's absolute favorite dinners, and that's going to be a keto chili cheese dog casserole. This meal, along with many of the meals I'm going to share with you this week, are pretty versatile, meaning you can change them up. You can do what's easiest for you. For example, this chili cheese dog casserole, you can buy pre-made chili from the store in a can. Makes it super easy. Just keep in mind, look at those ingredients so you know exactly what you're getting. Or you can of course make homemade chili. So I have done both ways. We have bought in the store before to keep it super easy, super simple. Sometimes I make my own chili. So today I'm actually making my own chili. That's what I'm doing now. So it'll be ready later when we put the casserole together. Chili all mixed up and I'm letting it simmer. It'll have to simmer here for probably about an hour. I did want to mention, keep in mind, to keep this meal low carb, you will want no beans in your chili. Of course, if you're buying the canned chili, you can just look for the ones without beans. Now again, this meal is versatile, so if you want beans, add beans. Just keep in mind that's not low carb anymore, but if they don't bother you or you want to add the beans, you can totally add them. Another bonus of making your own chili is you have control of the ingredients that go in it, what you want to add, what you want to leave out. You can season it to your liking. So I really do prefer when I make my own chili. However, again, that does take a lot longer to make this meal. So it's awesome to have the backup plan of the canned chili or pre-made store-bought chili. Our chili is ready and it is smelling wonderful. So it is time to put this casserole together. I'm going to show you just how easy this is. For the actual casserole, you only need 4 ingredients. So again, super simple. And if you're not making your own chili, it is extra simple. So the ingredients you need are some Egglife wraps. These are amazing, 0 carbs, highly recommend. Then of course you'll need chili. You'll need your hot dogs of choice and then shredded cheddar cheese. I will put the recipe for this in the description of this video. I will actually try to put every recipe that I make in the description and hopefully not run out of room. There's a couple recipes though that won't really need an intense recipe or a detailed recipe, you'll see. So with this one, all I'm going to do is I'm going to put some chili on the bottom of our baking dish. I'm going to wrap the hot dogs in the Egglife wraps, place those on top of the chili, then we pour the rest of the chili, or as much as you want, as much as you prefer, over the wrapped hot dogs. I just like to at least get them all covered, and then you put cheese over the top. Again, you can really do as much cheese or as little cheese as you prefer. One tip, something that I like to do, is I like to take the Egglife wrap and put it in the chili and kind of get both sides of the wrap covered in some of the chili. You don't have to do that. That's the way I do enchiladas too. So I get the tortilla covered in the sauce and then wrap up the hot dog into the tortilla, or in this case, the Egglife wrap. Our casserole is all assembled. I even have leftover chili for lunches, which is awesome. So this casserole will go in the oven at 350 for about 30 to 35 minutes until the cheese is nice and melted and it just looks cooked through. You can even temp the middle if you want. I just sometimes will do that to make sure it's hot in the middle. I don't have an exact temperature that this needs to be though, since it's hot dogs and already cooked beef. It's Tuesday, it's time for dinner number 2. For this dinner, we are doing cheeseburgers. So this is another versatile meal. You can do this however you and your family wish. Of course, to keep it more like strict carnivore, you just do the burger patties with cheese. You could even just do burger patties to do more like the lion diet. Or from there, you can dress them up as much as you like. If you're doing more ketovore or keto, you can add toppings, onions, different things like that. You can also choose to do romaine lettuce leaves for a bun, which we have done in the past. Or you can even find low-carb bun options. We used to get these like cauliflower buns. They're actually really thin, but they're made out of cauliflower and probably a couple other ingredients. We actually have not gotten those in a long time, but there are options out there. Another one would be to make homemade chaffles. We've had those before, chaffles for our hamburger bun. So lots of options to do a keto-friendly dinner with cheeseburgers. Another way that this meal is versatile is you can make your own burger patties. Most of the time that is what I do, and I love to make my own patties with just ground beef. I add an egg, I add ground up or crushed pork rinds. Those two things kind of help hold the burger together in patties, and then I add a bunch of seasonings that we like. But there's also the option of getting pre-made burger patties, and this is my go-to if I am busier or just don't think I will have time to make the patties like I prefer. So tonight we are going the easier route. Got the pre-made patties from Walmart. I'm gonna grill those up, throw some cheese on it, put some different toppings and options out on the table, and we'll have a yummy, awesome, low-carb family dinner. It is Wednesday, so we are on dinner number 3. Dinner number 3 is going to be meatball marinara with keto cheddar biscuits. So this is a really delicious recipe. It does take a little more effort than last night's meal, for example, cheeseburgers. That was pretty easy. So this is still, I mean, fairly easy, I guess. There is just a few more steps. So meatballs, of course, I will try to remember to put my recipe, the one I'm making tonight anyway, in the description of this video. But with meatballs, you can kind of do them your own way, whatever you prefer. Tonight, since this is meatball marinara, it's kind of like an Italian meal. I am going to use 1 pound of ground beef and 1 pound of Italian sausage. We're going to mix those two together. I like to use crushed pork rinds. That's in place of like breadcrumbs or crackers, whatever you maybe would use to hold the meat together. I like to use the pork rinds instead. Keep it low carb, remember? And then eggs. I'm gonna try 2 eggs, I think, in these meatballs. Sometimes I use 1 or 2, depending on how much meat we have. But we are gonna do 2 pounds of meat, so 2 eggs, pork rinds, and then seasonings. Some Italian seasonings, garlic, salt, something like that. I'll throw them together. And then I like to bake our meatballs. And then the keto cheddar biscuits, they are fairly simple. I'll try to have that recipe in the description as well. It's almond flour, cheese, egg, I think, pretty simple. We'll throw those together and get both of those baked up in the oven. And then I just have store-bought marinara sauce that we will pour over the meatballs. Thursday, dinner number 4 is going to be tacos. We are using Egglife wraps, so they are 0 carb taco shells. And I'm making the taco meat right now. Gonna do beef tacos, add in some taco seasoning, and then I'm gonna put all the fixings out. We've lettuce, cheese, sour cream, black olives, salsa, hot sauce, all of that stuff. So taco night, this is a very easy, and again, another versatile meal because you can make it how you want. You can do very simple carnivore tacos by using the Egglife wraps, meat and cheese only. Sour cream could be on there too. Or you can have them be more keto or ketovore tacos as well. So this is another one of our family favorites because they are just so delicious, and I love that we found the Egglife wrap so we can have our tacos in shells and not go off track with our eating goals. It's Friday and it's time for dinner number 5. Dinner number 5 is homemade pork rind chicken strips. We love these. They actually have turned out really well when we've made them in the past. So what I do is I buy the chicken tenderloins. We use Dijon mustard to coat the tenderloins, and then we dip them in ground pork rinds. I usually actually ground up my own pork rinds, but this time I found this pork panko crumbs. It's actually made out of pork rinds, but it's pre-crushed and hopefully crushed a lot smaller than when I do it myself, because that is the only problem I've run into before, where I can't get all the pieces of the pork rinds really tiny so they don't stick very well. But I'm going to try this and see if it works even better. And then I throw in a little bit of like garlic powder, cayenne pepper, a couple seasonings into the pork rind mix, so it gives the chicken strips a nice extra flavor. And then we just fry them up in really hot oil. This would probably be a really good meal if you have an air fryer. We do not have one, so I just do it over the stove. So it is a bit messy, but it's super fun and they usually taste really good when we do this. So yeah, excited for meal number 5. Bonus meal for this video is going to be carnivore crepes. It is our Saturday morning meal from this week, and technically you could make this for dinner. You could make it for any meal. I just threw it in as a bonus because I wanted the 5 main meals of this video to be more of your typical dinner meals for family dinner time. So with carnivore crepes, they're super easy. 2 ingredients, cream cheese and eggs. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. For every 1 ounce of cream cheese, you need 1 egg. You mix those together, fry them up. They are delicious, and the way we're eating them this morning is we are going to have some maple syrup and blueberries, so it's a bit of a cheat meal with the maple syrup. But of course, you could do a keto-friendly syrup. You could skip the syrup. You can also use these and make more of a savory meal. They are actually good as snacks by themselves. You could use them to make some sort of taco, breakfast taco. It doesn't even have to be breakfast. But I just encourage you to try them out and see that this is yet another versatile meal. So pretty much all the meals I make, I love to have options with them. We can make them more strict or add a little more to them, make them more, of a variety. And like this one, it can be a cheat meal, but it's not as bad as having, normal flour pancakes. So this is kind of a cheat meal that I prefer for my family. The maple syrup is what makes it a little bit of a cheat. But yeah, so we love these, super delicious. I call them carnivore crepes because they are thin. To me, they're thinner. When we have pancakes, we definitely like thick, fluffy pancakes. So to me, these are definitely more like a crepe, pretty thin. So that's what I call them. You can call them whatever you want, but let me know in the comments below if you end up trying them. And also let me know if you try any of the meals I shared in this video, or if you'd like to add them to your lineup and you do try them. I would love to hear what you think. Also, let me know if you find a new twist or a new variation you could put on one of these meals. All right, you guys, I hope this video was a little bit helpful and that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye.
So good.